Welcome to Nate's Take. Today I'm going to show you how to make a promotional video. I'm going to show you how to make your promotional videos better, way better. Now I'm going to share a magic formula with 3 ingredients. So it's real simple, but if you follow this magic formula, it'll definitely make your videos a lot better. Number 1, A-roll. Number 2, B-roll. And number 3, music. Now last year I put on an event to help my clients create promotional videos, and so in the promo video for that event I explained the difference between A-roll and B-roll and music very well. So let me show you a clip from that video. When creating a video, we usually have 2 or more video tracks. The main track that has the audio is the A track or the A-roll, and the video track that we see here above is the B-roll. Let me show you an example. In this video we use 2 tracks. The interview is the A-roll and the footage of her speaking on stage is the B-roll.
So my purpose really is to inspire learning and leadership development in other people. I find that it's really important for someone to be able to identify what their own purpose in life is. It's really more than just setting goals. It's really about trying to identify why you're here. You know, what is it that you want to do? What legacy do you want to leave behind? And that really needs to be identified in one's own purpose, vision, and mission statement.
See how it switches back and forth? This makes the video much better.
The value that I bring to my clients is that they're able to communicate more effectively with each other. They're able to have more engagement with each other while they're at the work.
Now that you know the difference between A-roll and B-roll and why they're both important, let's talk about what is good to use as A-roll or as that main content for your video. You can write up a presentation. I mean, you can give a presentation on camera. You typically do that in a promotional video, some type of presentation, but there's some other things that you can do as well. I found that interview works really well. Now an interview, you do not look at the camera. When somebody's interviewing you, you know, you're looking off to the side, you're looking in their eyes, so it's really hard to do this if you're not really looking at somebody. In fact, I recommend always having somebody that you're talking to so that when you think naturally, you're just going to always go back to their eyes, okay? So interview can work really well. Do not have your interview scripted. If you sound scripted in an interview, it just comes off the wrong way. Interviews are conversational, and so you have to have a conversation. You know, I recommend filming for 15 minutes of an interview so that you can whittle that down to a 2 or 3 minute A-roll for your marketing video, your promo video, okay? Something that works really good for A-roll is testimonials. If you have an event that you're putting on and you've got a lot of your clients there, get testimonials from them towards the end of that event so they can talk about the transformation that they experience. I've got a whole other video I've made about how to get really good testimonials. Testimonials are one of my favorite forms of A-roll. So now let's talk about why B-roll. Why is B-roll so important to put in your promotional videos? Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons. One is credibility. It adds a whole bunch of credibility to your video. So if you've got A-roll testimonials or you're being interviewed or there's some type of presentation, having it switch over so they're still listening to you, but now they're looking at you speaking on the stage, they're seeing you in action, it just adds a whole nother level of credibility. Even if you're not typically giving keynote speaking presentations, let's say you're a coach, okay? You're a coach, you work one-on-one with people or you work over the phone, but they're watching a video of you and they see you speaking on the stage as they're learning about your coaching business. They just think, wow, this person is an expert. Does that make sense? So it adds a whole another level of credibility. The other thing that B-roll does is it keeps people's attention. Instead of having them watch the same type of shot the whole time, you know, whether it's testimonials mix it up because you got a lot of different people, but instead of just looking at that person the whole time, it allows their eyes to look at something else. But switching back and forth from A-roll to B-roll to A-roll to B-roll to a different B-roll back to A-roll, it really keeps people's attention. Next time you're watching a television show or a movie, see how often the camera shifts around. It's always jumping around. It'll spin here 1, 2 seconds, then it will shift. 1, 2, 3 seconds, then it will shift. Our brains have gotten accustomed to that. We need to have things change to keep our attention in these videos, and B-roll footage really does that. Okay, another great aspect of B-roll is it can really increase the comprehension of the things that you're saying. So you're talking about something in the video, or somebody's saying something in a testimonial, and then they see it. Does that make sense? It adds a whole nother level of comprehension. If you just say it, people will remember it and understand it to a certain extent. But if you say it and they see it and then they make that connection, it takes them to that whole new level. I'm going to wrap up this part by just talking about the professionalism of the video again and what B-roll does to a video. I mean, just think about a video that you've seen that doesn't have B-roll, and then a video that you've seen that does switch it back and forth between A-roll and B-roll. It's just night and day how much better it is. And yet, if you do it right, it doesn't have to be that much more work, but it will be leaps and bounds better than otherwise. Okay, you probably trust me that music is important in a promotional video, but let's just talk about the reasons why. We want to connect with people emotionally, you know, especially when we're in a sales or promotional type situation. We want them to not just make decisions logically by giving them the facts, but we want to pull their heartstrings so that they can connect and make that decision emotionally as well. They may need it, but they won't buy it unless they really want it. Does that make sense? So music can really help them connect emotionally much quicker and have it be felt a lot stronger. Okay, so I always pick my A-roll, the content, and I have that filmed, and usually my B-roll, I'll have all of that filmed first before I select the music, because I want to find something that matches the tone of the message, and I want to hear it together, and I'll explain how I select that music. I'll share that in a bit. One other thing to mention though is we're not talking about songs, you know, where there's lyrics, because the words to, you know, those songs are going to distract from the words that you're saying, or that there's testimonials or whatever type of presentation, right? It's going to distract from the message. And that's not what we're going for. We don't want cool music that somebody's going to recognize the song and start singing along and not pay attention to you. We want subtle background music that's really going to enhance the message and is going to pull people in to help them focus on that message even more. Does that make sense? Alright, I want to conclude this video with one more example, and this example uses testimonials as the A-roll, and pay attention to the music, to the B-roll that we use in there, and how it all mixes together.
I think wherever you are in your business, to come here, what Entrepreneur Simplified is all about, is a good choice, something that will at least get the wheels turning in your brain of how you can be better and improve and hopefully take your business farther.
I will continue to come back, and I want to recommend this to anyone who is interested in increasing their business.
Whether you're building your own, whether you're building a team, or hiring people, it's awesome, awesome experience.
So now you have the secret formula. It's not so secret, but the magic formula for making promo videos that are a lot better. So I would love to see your promo videos in the comments below. Share them, and I'll let you know what I think. Also, I want to give you one more tip. My favorite resource for royalty-free background music for these videos is pond5.com. I'll put a link on the screen here, and I'll also share it in the description. But the reason I like pond5.com, one, it's real simple, it's real affordable, there's thousands of options, and one, it's just really functional. So what I'll usually do is I'll have the audio playing from my A-roll. You know, whatever the message is, I'll just have that playing so I can hear it, and then when I'm on the Pond5 website, it will display all the different options in a grid on the screen, and I can just hover over one with my mouse. It instantly plays. So as I'm listening to the A-roll, I'll just hear, ooh, how does that one sound with it? How does that one sound? How does that one sound? How does that one sound? And I can just go through, because I want to find something that matches the tone of the message and it matches the emotion that I really want to convey in the video. So that's why I love it. Hope you find that resource helpful.